Good morning. I wanted to hop on here and talk to everyone who is in the July 10th round of the Wildside Wellness. July 10th is going to be prep week. You are not obligated to follow the meal plan, the carb cycling. In fact, you don't even have access to these documents yet. Everything is being uploaded into our private Facebook community, which will be added in on Sunday. Prep week is for you to get accustomed with what carb cycling is. It's for you to download the app and get familiar with tracking your macros, and it's for you to try out intermittent fasting and for you to ask tons of questions. I have run this program for a number of months now. I truly feel it is the best program on the marketplace, but what I was finding is people were getting overwhelmed in week one. So that is why we do one full week of prep so that you can get familiar, for you to ask questions. There is no obligation to hit your macros during week one. In fact, most people won't hit their macros until weeks 3, sometimes even week 4, because this is a learning process. It's a lifestyle plan. It is sustainable. It is something that you can use forever to maintain a lean, healthy midsection, lean, healthy weight, for you to balance your hormones and improve your gut, and it is going to take some time. So give yourself grace, have a lot of patience, and I'm going to switch this around so that you can see the comprehensive guide that you do have access to. So if you have not had access to this comprehensive guide, send me an email and I'll get that sent over to you. So this is the guide that you have access to right here. You should have received this when you paid, when you downloaded it. And what I want you to do is during prep week is review this guide. It is fairly large, it is about 30 pages, but it has crucial information for you to be successful on this plan. So the most important thing is for you to review this guide, for you to fill out the new client assessment forms, and for you to fill out the waiver and liability forms. That is really important. You cannot be added into the private Facebook community unless you have filled out your waiver and liability forms. So that has been sent to your email. If you have not received this guide, if you have not received those waiver forms, please send me an email at brianne@briannecallanan.com so we can get this over to you. So here is the guide. I really want you to, for sure, do before pictures and do your measurements. You can hop on the scale at the start of this program, but we are not going to be stepping on the scale for the remainder of the 6 weeks. It's actually 7 weeks because our first week is prep week. A lot of you want the meal plan, you want the exercise plans, but there is no point in going hard in week 1, burning yourself out and not continuing the plan in week 7. So your main goals are here for the program. I want you to review this guide and I want you to read what carb cycling is and read what intermittent fasting is. There is also linked videos in your comprehensive guide with me explaining the program, as well as the benefits of doing intermittent fasting and carb cycling. So day 1 on Monday, maybe you start doing intermittent fasting. Consume all your nutrients within a 6 to 8 hour window and see how you do. And then maybe day 2, you're gonna download the free MyFitnessPal app if you haven't already and track your macros. Then maybe in day 3, if you really wanna get into the exercises, again, there's no obligation to do the exercises until we officially start week 1. But maybe day 3, you want to try out the exercises, and don't do the whole entire thing. If you are new to exercising, do what you can in the time period you have. Maybe you choose to do half the workout, and that is fantastic. Maybe you try to do whatever you can, get done in the workout in 20 minutes. This is a sustainable plan. This is supposed to be a lifestyle. If you go hard and burn yourself out during prep week, you are not going to want to continue this plan for the 7 weeks, and that is not what I want for you. So again, download the comprehensive guide that should be sent to your email, and then do intermittent fasting, review the carb cycle, and we will go over the food log here. So this is an example of what I might typically eat on a low carb day. I've given you other examples of a high carb day, and there is tons of other useful links on intermittent fasting in here, links on carb cycling, other helpful blog posts. So have a look at this comprehensive guide. It's really important for you to do so and review those videos. I will be adding you into the private Facebook groups starting on Sunday, and under the group, let's see if I can pull it up here. I bet you I don't have internet access on my computer. No, We don't, but that's okay. So under the Facebook group that I will be adding you in on Sunday, it's really important that you go to the Files tab. And under Files, you will see a sample meal plan. You will see your week 1 workouts. You will see the comprehensive guide. You will see the recipe book. There is over 100 different recipes that include macro information for you to check out. And that is all under Files for you. And again, this program is all about carb cycling. It is about tracking your macros with MyFitnessPal. We do some low carb days, then we do high carb days, we do regular carb days. It's important to not completely eliminate your carbohydrate intake because that can have negative effects on your thyroid hormones. But that's why we do our regular days and we do our high carb days. Now, we have strategically paired our macro days with effective workouts. So on low carb days, you're going to be doing some HIIT, some Tabata training, some interval training. That is really important to keep your exercises paired with your low carb day. On regular carb days, we are going to be doing heavier weights. We'll have some full bodies, we'll have some upper bodies, and then we are going to prioritize our our high carb day, on our lower body workout day. So that is really important to keep those together. If you are wanting to rearrange your days, just make sure to continue your workout for the same day. So if you're like, Brianne, I don't want to do my low carb days on Monday, I want to do it on Wednesday, that is fine. Just make sure to do your HIIT in combination. And that'll all make sense once you have access to the guide as well. I do want to pull up the recipes for you, but I'm not sure where I put it. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to be a fabulous resource for you as well. There is 176 pages in this document, and it is all really healthy recipes, gluten-free, dairy-free, and your macros, as you can see, are all listed down here for you. So it's really easy to add it into MyFitnessPal. That's another component of the plan as well. In addition to intermittent fasting and carb cycling, we are going to be trying our best to do gluten-free and dairy-free. Food sensitivities cause a lot of inflammation for people. It's an underlying issue that's causing people to gain weight, and if you have extra inflammation, you're going to have extra body fat to protect your body from that inflammation. And once we identify what your unique food sensitivities are, you are going to be far better off. And gluten and dairy are the top ones that I typically see. If you try gluten-free and dairy-free for 6 weeks, then what you will do is you will reintroduce it back in and see how you feel. If you don't notice any changes, then likely those foods are fine for you. But if you notice significant changes in your energy, brain fog, skin changes, headaches, those are signs that you need to keep those foods out of your diet. So you are not 100% obligated to do gluten-free, dairy-free. Truly, you can eat whatever you want as long as it fits your macros for that day, which is why I love this plan. It's completely flexible. You can still enjoy the foods that you want to enjoy, but I would highly suggest that you do gluten-free, dairy-free for the 6 weeks. So week 1, again, is just getting familiar with the concepts, trying one concept out a day. Maybe you're going to do gluten-free one day, dairy-free the next day. You're going to try tracking your macros the 3rd day and do intermittent fasting the 4th day. But don't do everything at once because you will get overwhelmed. And make sure to check out all the important documents under files, including this one, and I will be adding you into the private group come Sunday. If you have any questions, really important that you post in the group. I will be in the group every single day answering your questions. I will provide you with the question forms, and then about on Thursday, before we get started with week 1, I will do a live Q&A to answer all your questions throughout the group. But this is one of the ones that I want to show you. This is something that you can do to increase your fiber. I noticed a lot of the ladies in my previous group are having troubles with their fiber, and we are keeping a close eye on your fiber through tracking with MyFitnessPal, but this is cauliflower rice. So what you will do is you will take your cauliflower and you will either use a cheese grater to grind it all up, or if you want it faster, do a food processor. And this is really going to help you increase your fiber without significantly increasing your net carbs. And we will talk about what net carbs are. They are essentially just the total number of carbs that MyFitnessPal calculates, or the total number of carbs that are on your packages of your food, subtracting your fiber and subtracting any sugar alcohols that might be in there. And we will also be talking about sugar alcohols as we go along as well. So again, these recipes are all gluten-free, dairy-free. They're super healthy, super delicious, and really easy, fast to make. This is another one of my favorite slow cooker. This is the pulled pork one, but there's also a pulled chicken one. So what I would suggest you do is just get a whole bunch of chicken breasts, put them in your crock pot, add some spices, maybe a little bit of chicken broth, leave that for 4 to 6 hours, and then you can use a hand blender to blend up and shred your chicken within 2 seconds. Really great. So I hope that was helpful for you. There is still a couple spaces left for the July 10th start of the Wild Side Wellness. Again, we are starting prep week on July 10th. We will have 1 full week of getting accustomed to the program, and then we will start going full out and hard the following week. And again, you can of course still enjoy your chocolate cupcakes, you can enjoy your cookies, you can enjoy all the foods that you love as long as they fit your macros. So I will talk to you later, guys. I can't wait to get started, and if you are interested in joining, I will post the link below. Take care.